Hi, and welcome to this week's Oracle cards, this week's energy, where I'm using this Oracle of the Fairies by Karen K. And the cards look like this. You might know them, you might not. I'm only using one deck this week, and I haven't got extremely much time, so that's one of the reasons. But I still have time to pull a card for a viewer or two. Maybe even more if you're lucky to catch me live and write in the chat and want a card, then please write so. Depending on how many cards for the week, of course. We have the first card here, jumped right out at me. Oh, that's interesting. We have the moon energy, and I'm sensing having another card before I speak about them to support, collaborate, explain a bit more at the same time. Let's see which one here. This one. Okay. Let's go outside card. So let's see when they're working together, which way around, this way, maybe this way around, like this. Moon energy, I can go outside. Some of you might live in the northern hemisphere, or in general just where we have a lot of dark this time of year, and plenty of opportunity to look at the moon. And here a couple of days ago, it was extremely beautiful with the full moon. A few days ago, but last week, I think. Of course, you can't see it if there are lots of clouds, but still. But whether you can see the moon or not, whether you have the option to see the moon or not, it's there. It's also there during daytime. It's not just as visible, and maybe not, probably not. Maybe it's not up there with the sun. Sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not. But if you're one of those that are extra sensitive to the moon, then it's extra. I get this extra good idea this time this week to follow the flow. So sort of follow the moon's phases. If you are not extra sensitive to that, but you're just more in the normal spectrum, so to speak, that it's not normal to be sensitive to the moon. Many of us are, and some are very sensitive, and it's all normal. But if you're more, not that aware of it or not that sensitive to it, then it's still a good idea to get inspired by the moon and its phases, and sometimes we rest, sometimes we build up, and then we show ourselves in our full bloom, like the full moon, and then we go back a little bit again and recharge once more, retreat a little bit and be maybe with ourselves, maybe follow sort of the cycle, sort of not just being out there all the time, or just being away from out there most of the time. Then or flick-flack between it. Then it's important to find your own rhythm, so to speak, and follow that, respect that, especially around this time of year. We're also close to this northern hemisphere. We're close to the winter solstice, with the longest night and the shortest day, the time of daylight. And then it's extra important if you live in parts where then it's extra important to go outside. When you're outside, you are more able to feel your surroundings, the nature of have the option to be around some nature, maybe even a forest, or just maybe a park, or an area where there are lots of trees or flowers, or or where you can sense the nature. It can even be a place where there's nothing but But open spaces, that is nature too, or out in the wind or the weather, you know, go outside, sense it. It's important that it is to, I'm getting the word recharging yourself, because you can get a lot of energy from nature. You can both get relaxed and you can get recharged. You can sort of, how can I put it? Reboot yourself, so to speak, if you feel a sort of need for that. And that's why we also have the moon energy. We have the moon energy because it's important to remember that also we move in phases. The moon has influences on all water on Earth, you know, the tide and flow pulls the water on Earth. It also pulls in us human beings because most of us are water. So we are influenced too, and different. Um, some people sleeping in different places of the moon, whether or not they can see the moon or not, and whether or not they're aware of that's the reason. Otherwise, they're fine. Um, so there have even been studies about how the moon influence when there are more crime and when there are more people that cannot sleep, and you know, more tendency to argue and feelings running high, all kinds of feelings, both wonderful feelings and not so wonderful feelings. And it shows when it's close to full moon, then there are more, the energy more up here. And when it's close to new moon, it's all, more basic, you know, generally speaking. So that's, so it's very much about following the moon energy, not necessarily the moon cycle. Of course, if you're very in tune to the moon, or if that works best for you, then of course that is the best thing to do. But the most important thing here is to find ways to go outside, maybe a bit more than you already do. I don't know if you go much out or a little bit out, but if you don't go very much out, then please dress for whatever weather is where you are living, and go outside a bit more and feel the rhythms, feel the nature, feel the cycles, feel that you are part of those cycles and part of nature, and find out how you, like the moon, can be in a cycle. You know, at some, it's not healthy just be like the full moon all the time and shine bright all the time, and it's not healthy to be like the new moon and just be retracted into yourself, by yourself all the time. Of course, we're different people, so it difference how much of each, of course, and when to do it. But the important thing is to find what is the balance, what is your rhythm in this? Does it follow the moon? And if it does, how much and in what way? If it does, then please, then it would be good advice to see how are um, how the moon phases work for you, so you can use the phases to help yourself uh, re- rebooting, or shine your light a bit more, or go and do and work within yourself, whatever works for you. Find your rhythms, and you know, be inspired by the moon. Be inspired by the moon. That is this week's advice. I'm sensing that we are going to have two cards more, and then it will be for today. Unless someone pops in and want a card, then I can just one card if someone comes, because with so many cards, I haven't got the time today. I have an appointment at a physiotherapist that could only be today. So yeah, it couldn't be later on today. Yes, exactly. Pure intention. One of them, one more before I speak about them. They work in pairs today, apparently. This one. Yes, and moderation. Pure intention, since that we are work also with these two cards over here, and of course the moderation card does too. These two are lying underneath, like the overall energy. Then we also have these advices here that remind us, that remind you that, okay, if your intention are pure, then it's more easy to get what you want. It's more easy to change your life. It's more easy to follow those cycles, and it can be helpful to go outside and, you know, sense the surroundings, sense the nature, sense the weather, to help you feel yourself. So help you find out what is it that you truly want, what is it that you truly need and want, so it can align and be sort of the same. Um, because that is a good idea, especially when we have this motivation card here, and this time of year where there's, for many people, are so many extra things that, oh, this is delicious, this yummy, and yum, 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 just a little bit extra, and just this one time a year, and but well, this one time a year might be a month or more. Um, so it's not about saying I can't do anything. It's about saying, okay, this does it make me, besides I feel like it's nice right here and now, how does it make me feel afterwards? After a little while, do I feel tired? Or do I feel energized? Or do I feel like, whew, I shouldn't have done that, never again, maybe even, you know? It's also about finding, how do we work the best? When is a good time for you to be able to take a little extra, and when it's better to do something else? When it's best to find other choices that you also find nice. Uh, so instead of indulging yourself in more and more and more, and just take in, even though it can feel nice and taste nice, and it's, oh, with family, friends, yeah, we have another glass or another cake or some extra candy or whatever, extra meat, extra all things. And this card reminds us, okay, easy now. You might have the purest intention, wish for a lovely time, a lovely week, a lovely Christmas, a lovely whatever it is at your place. You might have the purest intentions, but if all your focus is, oh, can I have some more of this? And this tastes nice, and this is nice. Instead of, okay, what is it really that I want? I want, maybe it's, I want to feel that I belong here, because this that makes me feel warm in my, around my heart, you know, in my heart area. And focus on that feeling, about feeling warmth around your heart area, and feel how it spreads. And then set that intention that I would very much like to get that feeling in around this time of year. This I would very much like, and, and, and set that intention, because that is an example for pure intention. It's not about wishing for big presents, or I wish that everyone can come. Yeah, you can wish for everyone can come, and it will, but why? Uh, because then ask yourself, how will it make you feel, seeing all your family? Because, oh, that makes you feel that you belong. Then the intention is, and the feeling is, I am wishing to feel that I belong, because then I feel so nice inside. Then I feel happy. Then I feel joyous, fulfilled, whatever it is, you know. Then set intention with the feel, because the feelings creates. And it be way more easy if you're not just out there all the time, or in retracted within yourself all the time. You find your own cycles, and you go outside also, and feel the cycles and forces of nature, and acknowledge that you are part of that too. And remember to, to please avoid overindulging. We have the moderation card. There might be something that, oh, this you really love, and it's only, but you know this, it's it's not good for you, like, an hour or 2 or the next day or later that evening, maybe you get stomachache or feel bloated or extra tired or, something that's not that nice. And then maybe there's something say, "Okay, can I do it with just a little bit of it? And can is that okay for me? Just a little bit, or is it better for me to find something else that also makes me feel that nice and happy inside, that doesn't have this, side effects, afterwards, okay? That's what this card is reminding us about. And if you're not aware of what it is and anything, then please, 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 back to the overall energy. Find your rhythm. Use the moon as example. Maybe it's following the moon in some way. Probably it is. And if not, can can figure out how to follow the moon. That's not the important thing. The important thing you find your rhythm and follow the moon's example. When to shine bright, when to retract a bit, when to build up and when to present and when to retract and reboot. And going outside and sensing the nature around you and taking in, grounding yourself, feeling the wind, maybe even feeling the rain, you know. Dress accordingly, of course, that would be a good idea. I think you know that already, hope so. Um, that will bring you more calm, less stress, and better ability to keep your intentions pure and know what is good for you, what to hold back a bit and what it's okay. Okay? And please do not overindulge. So these two cards, the moon energy. So find your rhythm and accept that's how it is. And you can go outside to help you find your rhythm, to help you sense how your body, how your mind, how your soul works with nature. Okay? That's that's for this week. Hopefully, I'm back next Monday. I should be, and also live. And then there will be some times where I have it's not live, but I hopefully have some time to do some weekly reading. Put up anyway. Otherwise, you will wait until about more than a week, a couple of weeks into the next year, into the new year. But next week I should be back. And have a nice day and a lovely week. And take care. Bye for now. Bye.